Ja. 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 Mi folyik ott? Hosszú időjárás. Mi akar volna? Hé, ott van! Vigyázz! Ott mi! Látjátok? Ott az a gényláda! Nem hiszem el! Emberek, vigyázat! Istenem, vigyázat! Riadó! Ott van egy a szemetek közül! Vigyázzatok vele! Látom őt! Ott mi! Légy résed! Ott van! Yeah.
How are you?
I've taken care of...
Have you brought...
Here it is.
Good work. Some farmers from Ujits came to the castle.
I understand.
God save.
Can we trade?
Good luck then.
Yeah. 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 What's it about?
You have incredible good fortune, friend.
I don't know.
Look here, I'm
No, just...
very wise too. I'm
All right.
as you wish. Got bellyache, have you? That's nasty.
Yeah. Well, I know here.
The pig comes up. Well now.
The answer to my prayers.
What's going on there?
What's the matter?
Hey, who's there? What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Come on! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
God save you.
Are there any problems?
Nothing I've heard about.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man-at-arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
Is there any way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough-looking, too. Big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help. What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Catzick Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
You don't know where I might find some,
And why would you want them?
but they'd be the ones to know what reputable...
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose.
What can you tell me about the...
Decent folk don't talk about him.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a...
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Catzick Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there...
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other.
Thank you for the help.
Not at all. But why off so soon?
Are there any...
Nothing I... God be with you.
Že je to za dědina.
God be with you.
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local gravedigger. But if there aren't any burials to take,
Well, then you might know a lot of things.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest.
Anything fishy going on?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church.
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring a
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much.
Thank you.
Very well. Feel free to stop. Good luck then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
You haven't heard of any recruiters around here, have you? People looking for armed men?
Perhaps, but I'll not speak of it now.
Why not? It's important.
Because we're in the middle of something.
Come on. Nothing bad will happen if you talk to me.
Perhaps not, but I'll tell you when we're done. My memory will be sharper then.
Right. Christ, it's like pulling teeth with you. I hope you're more gentle.
Take care.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Garlic that will cure all ailments, and onions that will make you cry when you cut them, and cry for joy when you taste them. Good day to you.
Is there any...
Nothing up.
Where...
You'll have no trouble finding it. Farewell.
I hope I can...
Care to try?
Take care. St. George, guide my hand. I don't believe it. They can't fall your way forever. Knowing my luck, I'll never repeat that. No point in pushing it. Sacra! I can't believe it.
Who are you? What the? He's stealing! Watch out! A thief!
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle! Surrender!
Oh, shit.
You've
Leave
committed
me
a
be.
crime. Someone reported. This definitely was.
Just my luck. Look, I can't tell you anymore.
Well, I thought that...
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Good.
My humble...
Here's your beer.
Wonderful.
Any chance of a nice little...
Not so much. The Sasso cobbler's been making some fancy boots, and he's been given spurs from their lordships to add to them.
Won't that get the cobbler in trouble? News...
And is that an...
You can count on it.
God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God almighty, is something... Good luck, then.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm honored that a knight...
Here are the spurs from...
Beautiful. I'll get a...
There, that's done. Now will you tell me what you know about those recruiters? Before, I asked you if you knew anything about someone recruiting toughs, and you said... Well, I'm sure you remember. So where can I find them, and will they speak with me?
And what do you want with them? Never mind. Listen to me carefully. Tomorrow night there'll be a light in the Sasso church, and the door will be open. Go in and start praying Our Father.
And how will that help me with the recruiters?
That's what the prayer's for. Just wait until the church is lit up at night. Kneel before the altar, and they'll find you. Got it?
Of course. And thank you for the help. The Lord will repay you.
Goodbye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like? People talk?
Oh, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
The miller. I helped him with some work, and when I asked for more, he told me about you.
Uh-huh. Is that so? Well, I hope you'll satisfy us. For his sake. Otherwise we'll be taking a real close look at that mill of his.
Don't worry, you'll be satisfied.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Who's Pius, and why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Well, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
And do you have any other test?
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do anything.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them? Did they hang?
Just the first one. The others turned tail.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine-looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
Where better? There's more wine there than in the royal cellars, and I doubt he suddenly stopped.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as...
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, goodbye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm at your service.
You wouldn't be Carl by...
No.
See you later.
Yeah. Yeah. for God's sake! Oh, for God's Ain't no quiet blue in here.
Hey, ¿qué vamos?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
there.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhof massacre, it's getting a bit complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the Horsons who torched Neuhof.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhof too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this. I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your abilities.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for yourself. Good luck, then.
Yeah. 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 To heal, mutt. Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
Greetings, good night.
You wouldn't be
No. Goodbye.
My God, what a...
You wouldn't be
No.
Take care.
God save you.
You wouldn't be Carl.
No. Good luck, then.
God be with.
I'll be right back with that. As you wish.
What? Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
I'd like a beer.
That's right. Let's go. Ow!
God save.
You wouldn't be...
No. Take care.
You wouldn't be...
Good luck then. What do you need?
You wouldn't be...
No. God be with you.
Good God. God be with you.
God almighty.
You wouldn't be...
No. Good luck.
What?
Calm down.
I get lost.
See you later.
God be with you.
I'll have a beer.
I'll be back in 2 shakes.
You wouldn't be...
No. Take care.
You wouldn't be...
Goodbye. One beer for me.
Ale for me.
I'll be right back with that. Here you are.
What?
And good.
That's
I'll be
right.
Right back with that.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
Ah!
Satisfied?
How come you're...
You wouldn't be Carl by...
No.
See you later.
Pour me an ale.
Pull me an ale. All the best of health.
Coming.
To
All the
good
best.
neighbours.
Certainly, I will fetch it right away. All right, all right.
Ale, as usual.
As you wish.
Ale for me.
Here, enjoy it.
God save you.
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel, so instead I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Let's have a drink.
A man after my own heart. The drink's on me. And will my guardian angel here join us in imbibing? No, he will not. Perish the thought. My dear, dear lad, what a cross I have to bear. You know, after the tavern, we should pay a visit to some whores. But Manfred won't let me. Get rid of him. God be with you.
I'm at your service,
Here you
Sir
are.
Knight.
And good health.
Ale!
You're Manfred, the young lord's guardian?
Indeed I am. Why?
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him.
I can see you're a reliable lad. So what shall we have to drink?
I'll see you later.
So, bring it on. I hope that's the end of it. That's it. What the hell's with these damn dice? I hope that's the end of it.
My pleasure.
Sucker! I can't believe it.
I ain't gonna crush someone's skull. I just don't know who's yet. Any volunteers?
Just as you ordered.
One beer for me.
I'll be right back to that.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God! He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say...
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
Satisfied?
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of your feet.
Shit.
I'll bring it right
Shit
away.
is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bookover was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or...
Why does your guardian...
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he...
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
Why don't you just run away?
Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work. I have no money.
But there are poor people everywhere, and they get...
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other...
I'll bring
What
it
if
right
I
away.
entered the monastery...
What? Voluntarily? You could only enter the monastery
As
if
you
you know
wish.
how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who...
So you give me your writ?
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him.
So I'll steal it, and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know.
But there are poor people everywhere.
If I have to choose, but...
That's all then.
God be with you. One ale over here, please.
Just as you ordered. Enjoy it. Here we are.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse. You can do as you like with the writ.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on your way now before Manfred finds out that he's been robbed.
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible before that old man even knows I'm... See you later.
Ale for me.
What?
That's right.
Fucker!
Yeah.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian?
What of it? I'm here, aren't I?
Well, you're a bit bold, aren't you? Well, the brothers will soon knock that out of you. Well, we'll see. Can you read and write?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of St. Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. Take care. Did you see Rashek at the market the other day?
Oh, aye, he was looking mighty smug.
Maybe up the mill, or with the charcoal burners.
No good was not likely. We've already got all the wild woodland women at home ourselves.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum et vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to. Come now, I don't want to still be showing you around at midnight.
I'm Carl. What up?
Goodbye.
Strange feeling.
Welcome, brother.
Thank.
Good. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs. Salve Domine. This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book.
I've no idea. Why don't you ask Brother Librarian?
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask.
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son.
I'd like to ask you something. Who's in charge of things?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it...
I see. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here.
Tell me something about
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion...
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the...
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises it, but it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll... They can be quite strict.
Who would you choose as the new abbot?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote?
No, Pete has a strong constitution. He'll still be on this earth for many years to come.
I wish all good health upon him, but I want change, and only a new abbot can bring that.
Waiting pays off. There's no hurry.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitors. The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We will be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here. Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother. It's peaceful here. There's food and lot...
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one.
I'd like to ask you something. Who's in charge?
Truthfully, everyone except...
Are there already
Brothers John and Nevlas. But the others have been fighting like dog...
This John?
A circator, and really just an unpleasant old man. It's mostly the older brothers on his side, because they believe he'll protect...
Tell me something about
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He's what they call the provost. He'd like to bring back solemnity to the monastery through...
Why can't novices...
They say we don't have enough experience to decide about anything.
Why is who wins?
We're young and we'll spend the rest of our lives here. And the abbot decides...
I need to make a...
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in...
You don't say. And who are you to take such an
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case.
Punishment? Do you intend to
I don't know yet. I'm still just on their trail. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still
3? Please, leave me out of it. And no one knows anything about Lucas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought. Thanks for your help.
Don't fret, my friend.
I'd like to ask you... Well, that's all. forbidden books must
Get
be
away
in
from
that
my cabinet. The books stood in there aren't for your eyes to see. Talk to me, brother.
I'm Gregor,
I know. But I've no time for idle chat.
What, you do nothing else?
It is my penance and my blessing. And now...
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
I'm telling you, someone's been creeping around the corridor at night. What am I saying, creeping? He was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been Brother Socator. He can't sleep and prays long into the night.
I've read one of the manuscripts copied by one of the novices. I think I'm going to try. It's that touching. Touching? Oh,
I'm telling you.
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although, it's not important.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so
I'm hiding a lousy past that I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smilflash? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the... I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to...
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my brothers.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
That's all I wanted.
Please, keep it to yourself.
Will you tell me something about you?
Look, nothing against you, but I...
Very well.
Thank you.
I'm still curious.
It's no big, terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times, I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab.
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow.
Thank you. And please, Gregor.
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with, of course, the exception of myself, it would be an...
That's all. Thanks. Who would you elect, Abbot, if you could?
Most likely Nevlas. He's a fine fellow, and he seems honest. A monastery will still be a monastery, no matter who's in charge. If you really want to...
There's something I should tell you. I'm here to find someone, and, well, to do away with him. But listen, it's not murder. Not when it's a man like him.
What's he doing here? And who are you?
They call him Pius because he used to be a priest. When he found out a lot of people were after him, he hid away here. And as you can see, escaped suspicion. They sent me here to find him and bring him to justice. He's one of the novices.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst. This place is a lot more exciting than I expected. Do you know who it is?
Well, that's just it. No, but I hope I'll track him down soon. If you find any
I swear I don't know anything.
I won't tell you more, and I'd like you to keep silent about it.
You're talking about killing in the...
Would you do that? I have a feeling you wouldn't.
You're right. I'll keep it to myself. I've got problems enough of my own without involving myself.
Thank you, Siskin. I appreciate it.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life...
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
Come on.
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I... What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath.
I'd like to know something about the other...
I don't know much.
There's no hurry.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
What can you tell me about...
Not a lot. I don't...
You really don't know anything about...
Don't get upset. I'm sorry.
If you could...
But I can't vote. So what's the point of...
Someone really reeked of magic.
I'm Gregor, and I'm new.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be...
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything's the way it should be.
When it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction.
I'd like to ask you... Who's in charge of things?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old.
And what happens when the...
Then we elect a new one.
Are there any candidates?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Nevlas. Cursed elections. On one side are brothers who'd like to see John as abbot.
Tell me about John.
John is the circator and the oldest brother here. It will be only natural if he...
I'd like to know about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas although perhaps he's too keen to change our...
Why does it matter so?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privilege.
I thought politics weren't part of the...
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can...
Are there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now...
I understand. Tell me something about life.
Prayer, work, obedience.
Can you tell me something about the rule?
7 centuries ago, Saint Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of... The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer.
Do you never want to know what's going on?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue and the...
I'm interested in the...
It was founded by Saint Procopius 500 years ago. After his death, heretics occupied the place...
Heretics?
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals.
What are the roles of the...
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators.
What can you tell me?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God.
I meant something specific about...
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought.
Can you...
Where would you go? You have everything you need.
Who would you like to be?
What kind of question is that? John!
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
I'm interested in the other novices. What can you tell me about Siskin?
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already.
Sounds like you don't have much time for it.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to...
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be...
I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide. I'd keep...
Do you have any grounds for
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circators who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never...
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past.
Why did you join the
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here.
Who would you vote for as the new abbot if you could?
Why do you care? We don't have the right to vote, so...
I'm just interested.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not our place to get involved. It's enough that Antonius is mixed...
They're shirking their responsibilities, leaving us, their superiors, to chase around after them, finishing what they don't.
Someone's weeding in the garden again.
Yet again.
These all-night revelries are beginning to tire me out. There are none of us
What do you desire?
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he...
I'd like to ask you something about... I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book.
It appears to be a page torn out of Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who. Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole...
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any... I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you...
Good. I'll look around for...
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and...
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be...
I found a few pages of the torn-up book, but
Wonderful. Keep looking, then.
I'd like to ask you... Who's in charge of...
Abbot Peter is the admin...
And what happens when...
Then we...